Except my STEEZ know what's going on. Yes, Lord, bringing you the next slate of games from round 6, Super Saturday, man. And this was a very strange day, I must add, man. Like, this was not quite what I expected, especially if you look at my tips. You'll see that this is not quite what I expected. Yeah, man, very strange games. All 3 games didn't live up to my expectations as far as what I thought I would get from each team. But I guess without further ado, let's just get into the games. The first game we have was Melbourne and Freo. Melbourne got their first win of the season. They're now 1-5 after a 107-97 win against Freo. And we have to clap it up for Melbourne, man. It's about time, man. We've been waiting on Melbourne to actually play like Melbourne that we've all known. And for the last couple of years, we've been waiting to see that. They still have the same core players. And they finally showed up. They finally did it. They did at the G against Freo, man. And they really just played great, man. Really behind Kazi Pickett, I think, and Max Gawn, 2 of the most influential players on the team. Although the win was a very balanced win, I think a lot of the players did show up, whether they were the young blokes, whether it was the senior players or the middle of the pack age players. I thought this game was definitely about to be in Freo's hands, especially considering the fact that they didn't have Jake Lever or Stephen May. And so I thought Josh Tracy and the key forwards from Freo were really just about to get loose on Melbourne. Considering what we've seen all season, Josh Tracy has been a top 4 key forward in my opinion, maybe top 3 depending on how you look at things. But yeah, Melbourne really was just able to win out of center, man. They played great, bro, and that was mostly attributed to the domination of Max Gawn over Sean Darcy, who looks like he still needs a little bit of run in him, considering I believe this is his 2nd game back this season, but he looks a bit underdone at the moment. And Max Gawn, I don't know if you recognize that or he just played true to his own game, but he was giving his midfielders first use, and they definitely lived up to expectations, bro. Kazi Pickett, 5 goals, man, was scoring in a myriad of ways. It was really just had a hell of an impact, bro, whether it's contested possessions, whether it's just speed, or whether it's just whatever the case is, bro. Kazi Pickett was that, bro. And I'd like to give a shout out to Jack Vonnie too. He hasn't really looked as impressive as he has in the past, but this is probably his best game that he played this season. But yeah, man, Melbourne really got the job done, bro. I was impressed to see that. Contested possession, really, they dominated, and they're really just able to get the job done, bro. Freo has a tendency. Freo was supposed to be a team last year that made the leap into the top teams as far as expectations, and they kind of came short in that regard. And I think they've done a better job this year, but not quite this game. Jai Amos, he's been struggling this year as well, but I wouldn't say he had a decent game. He was close. He had 3 goals, I believe, and 2 behind, so the opportunity was there. But he really just weren't able to stop Melbourne, bro. Melbourne carved away at Freo with the handball game, bro, and really just whittled their way out of trouble every time, bro. And Freo wasn't able to really keep up with that. So shout out to Melbourne, man. Tom McDonald, big shout out to him too. He's been great down back for them, especially with they've on and off during the whole season. Melbourne has been either without Jake Lever or Stephen May, and they had Tom McDonald this time by himself. So, shout out to Tom McDonald, man. Shout out to Melbourne. See if they can build the momentum going forward, man. 1-5, still got a long ways to go, but at least we've seen a semblance of what they've been over the last couple of years, and hopefully we see more of that, man. Good balanced win. Freo, I don't know, man. Y'all got to start winning these close games, bro. This is what kills y'all final chances, bro. So, yeah, Freo, you got some work to do, man. Going on to the next game. The second game was probably the strangest game out of all of them, which was Adelaide Crows versus GWS Giants, with a very low scoring win for the Adelaide Crows, 52-34. And this was an unwatchable game, bro. Like, each team was just turning the ball over and over again. not efficient enough in the goal square, but inside 450 for either team, bro. And coming into this game, I thought that GWS had the defensive stocks to be able to handle the potent forward line that Adelaide has. With Darcy Fogarty and Tex Walker and Riley Thilthorpe. But then you got Jack Buckley back there. You got Harry Himmelberg back there on defense and Sam Taylor. So I think I thought that was going to be enough. And granted, Adelaide didn't have a great scoring game, but GWS needed to have that. But they did. They were put at a disadvantage without having Jesse Hogan. He was ruled out of this game. And maybe I would have tipped Adelaide if I knew that Jesse Hogan was out, but they really needed him this game, man. They definitely did. They've won without him before, but this game they really needed him, I think, more so. Aaron Cadman just doesn't look like he's up to it, the former #1 pick. He just can't seem to take marks against the great teams, the best teams in the comp. Yeah, man, this was a shit fest. Where I think it was 85 to 81 turnovers for both teams. Efficiency was 12% for Adelaide, 9% for GWS. And I think it was like, I was still right. It was like under 10 marks inside 50 for both teams. So I think it was like 9-5 or something like that, man. So it was quite terrible, unwatchable game, man. And not quite what I expect. I would like to say this is a one-off for both teams. Adelaide just wasn't that great, man. Isaac Rankin struggled with ball in hand with his disposal. And I like to think that both teams were just not. And I will say I'll give both teams some context that it was bad weather. It was a bad weather game, but you're still professionals at the end of the day, man. We shouldn't have to see this shit, like this terrible performance that both teams had, bro. But GWS happened to be the worst team on the night. Adelaide just got away by the skin of their teeth. I'm not expecting either team to really perform this bad again over the course of the season at all. Because that's a new low that you have to break to get down here, man. It's pretty bad, bro. I think most fans who watch the game would agree that this game was terrible, bro. So don't want to see that again, man. And unfortunately, I tipped the wrong bad team. But yeah, that's all I really got for that one, man. Congrats to Adelaide, I guess. Moral victories. In the last game of the round, we have Richmond versus Gold Coast, and I said this was an easy tip for Gold Coast, but boy was I wrong, man. Gold Coast struggled for 3 whole quarters, man. They just didn't play good at all. It was a 80-69 win for Richmond, and me and Juwan have been on the record saying that Richmond, we can see what Richmond is trying to do. You can see the brand that they're trying to build, but they just can't quite do it for long enough. And 3 quarters was long enough for Richmond to win this game because Gold Coast made a strong effort to try and come back in the 4th quarter, but ultimately came up short, man. I think Gold Coast did have Richmond on the pump, though. I think they had more inside 50s, plus 20 or something like that. But Vlosten really had a great game holding it down, bro, intercepting and really just being in great position to relieve the pressure from the defense, for the defense. And they also are short down a couple players down back, too. So Seth Campbell was also impressive, too. So it was kind of poetic to see, poetic or prophetic, I don't know however you want to say it, that Damian Hardwick has been on record saying that he hates playing at Marvel, and Richmond has struggled at Marvel for numerous games, and now whenever Damian Hardwick goes over to Gold Coast, they end up losing at Marvel, and Richmond ends up breaking their losing streak. So that was kind of funny. That's what I found out. Another funny thing, I guess not funny, but something that I found interesting was Noah Balta had his game, and he got booed, as to be expected, for his behavior that he had off the field with, I don't know if it was a fan or a civilian, pedestrian, whatever. But I was surprised to see that he had some support from a lot of other Australians who were trying to drown out the boos with cheers for Noah Balta. So that was kind of interesting too, man. But I was definitely surprised to see that Richmond won this game, man. And it makes me as a Carlton fan not feel so bad, considering we weren't a better team than Gold Coast, and we weren't the only ones who got caught off guard and lost. But yeah, Gold Coast got to go back to the drawing board. And we know Gold Coast has strong starts to the season, but at some point they do fall off, and I'm just wondering, is this the point that they won't get their season back and they'll start falling? So, yeah, man, that's really all I got. Stay tuned for the next couple games. I think we have 3 more games this round, man. So if you see if there's a game on, check STEEZ and TheDon YouTube out. We'll probably be live, man. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube shit, man. I'll see y'all tonight.